Hey, if you guys want to see how I turn these dirty old nasty road rashed Mercedes rims into these black glossy rims, stay tuned, it's coming up. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're Canadian homesteading and how-to channel. Lately we've been doing a ton of like car stuff. I got these rims here. So I found these incredibly beat up GL 350 wheels. And I'm going to be cleaning them up today. So if you've got a bunch of road rash, like I've got, this thing looks like it was thrown off a cliff. I'll be completely honest. I'm just hoping they're friggin' straight. He said there was no issues in terms of balancing and that sort of thing. So I'm hoping he was telling the truth, the old Kijiji ad. And yeah, we're just going to be cleaning them up here with the sandpaper. I've got some Rustoleum 2x primer and paint combined. If you've got to clean up your wheels and do a little rattle paint job, this will be the video for you, so stay tuned. So I'll show you some B-roll of the rash, the road rash we'll call it. But what I've done, I've already started on this wheel. This one wasn't super bad. The actual outer rim kind of had some dings right here. So I got 150 grit sandpaper and I'm just going over. I want to just say, like, these are winter rims. So for me, I really don't care. I was actually just going to buy plain black winter rims, but they don't make them in 20s, or at least I couldn't find them anyways. So these are the next best things. So yeah, I'm hitting with the 150, trying to really knock down all the big burrs. What I did find, and I know it's not the best tool, and you really got to watch yourself with these. It's a flap disc, okay, on an angle grinder, because some of these, I mean, it's pretty bad. So what I'm doing is just very gently kind of trying to take it down, because I don't want to take too much material off these, like especially on the outer lips, right? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to sand these down here, and we will, I'll show you kind of this. This is the best one, I would say. It is the best one. Yeah, for sure. Anyways, let me sand this down, I'll show you guys. All right, so I've went ahead, I've went over pretty much all the little divots. One little one here. Fresh sandpaper really makes a big difference too. And like, this is 150 grit. You could probably drop this maybe down to 80. Take off a bit more material, obviously, right? Basically, I've went around. I've gotten most of the big scratch that I can feel. So now I'm ready to scuff up the rest of the rim, because I want to make sure that the paint can grab onto the paint and primer mixed here. Make sure it can grab onto the rim. So I'm going over this as a 120. Yeah, 120 grit sanding block here. Works pretty good. Not bad for getting in between the spokes and stuff. It all depends on what kind of rim you got. All right, I'm on to the second rim now, and I've got this really long scrape. Like, I don't know what. I've never seen rims like this, but I'm going to take a flap disc tour. Like I said, a fairly dull disc works good for this, and just very gently, and it makes quick work of this. All right, guys, so I went ahead, I pressure washed the rims, and then I came back in here and I sprayed it with alcohol. Give her one more little wipe down here, and I'm going to be using this it's like a primer filler, multi-purpose filler. It's gray, which is nice. I'm still debating if I want to make these same color gray, metallic gray, or if I want to try and maybe I might just paint them black, just a high gloss black. So we'll see. Anyhow, let me go get my respirator. I can already tell that's going to be pretty potent. Major coverage with this. I'm trying to get inside of the spokes too. All right, well, here's about 2 or 3 coats of this filler stuff. It really gives it a crazy matte look. I mean, it's doing good. I can tell right away it's doing good on the small scratches. I can't see any scratches. But the little dip there, you know, where I took the angle grinder, went a little too hard. But like I said, these are winter rims. All right, guys, so it's been a few hours now. I actually like how this looks. I mean, it's kind of really bizarre, like plasticky look to it, but that's okay. It's just primer anyhow. So what I got now is, you won't believe the traveling I've done. I've been to Home Depot 3 times today. I've decided I'm going with just gloss black. I'm not going to bother trying to match the metallic silver, because like I said, I've literally been to 5 different places, Home Depot 3 times. It's just ridiculous. So I got 4 cans of Rustoleum. It's a 2-time. It's a primer and the paint together, gloss black, like I said. But what I want to do is give these all light sanding, a little wet sanding. So I picked myself up just a single 1,000 block. I also have some 1,000 sandpaper too, so I'm going to just give this a light sanding, scuff it up. All right, guys, well, it's 3:30 in the morning. I let the heater go all night in the garage, and yeah, definitely looks pretty good. I mean, you're always way more, at least for me, surprised by the rattle paint jobs, you know? I mean, obviously I've got a bit of orange peel. So I sprayed it, and I didn't let it cure in the right temperatures. I should have bumped it up another 5 or 10 degrees, but it seems to be, looking not too bad. All right, guys, so it's been about a week and a half. My shop heater decided to bite the dust, which is awesome because we're going into winter. So I got 2 electric fans going in here in the garage, just trying to get the temperature up. I'm sitting there a little bit above 10 degrees, right around 10 degrees. So it's not ideal. I want to be closer to like 20, but it's just not going to happen. So I'm doing the best I can. I'm going to try and shoot this Spray Max 2K clear coat. This is like professional use clear coat with hardener in it. It's the good stuff. It's like almost $40 Canadian per can. I got 2 of them. So what I'm doing this morning, it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning here. So I'm going to shoot the inside of the rims all at once. Going to give them about 3 coats per, with about 10 minutes between, and let them cure. And then this afternoon, it's actually going up to about 10 degrees outside. So I should have probably 20 degrees in here. And then I'm going to run the rest of the cans basically on the outside. So I'm more worried about the outside, the outer lip, you know what I mean? The inside, looking at my summer rims, you know, I can only see inside, you know, a few inches really. So I'm not too worried about the inside, but I do want to spray them. So we're going to do that now. This is the 2K, like I said, clear coat. It's clear glamour, but apparently it does go on just like regular. There's no flakes or anything crazy in it. Pretty dangerous stuff from what I've been reading. I've got my respirator. Door shut right now, but I'm going to raise it open when I'm spraying, get the fumes out of here. Yeah, so you got to shake it for 2 minutes, take the cap off, put it in here, hammer it, and then it's actually breaks a, like there's 2 cans in here from what I understand. It'll break some sort of barrier, and it'll mix the hardener with the clear coat for another 2 minutes, and then you're good to go, good to start spraying. So we'll have to see how that goes. Anywho, so yeah, what I did is I let these cure. I got my, I went with a tack cloth and I got all the debris off them because I am in my garage. Stuff's definitely settling. But overall, they're still pretty cleaned up. You know, some stuff did harden right into the paint. You know, I can see dust in there, but like I've been saying, they're winter rims, so I'm not too worried. This was like, I can see why guys do a paint booth. You know, you don't want any debris falling down on your surface. So anyhow, that's what I'm dealing with. I'm gonna set these all up, propped up like this. I'm gonna shoot them this way so the fumes hopefully go out the door quicker. And yeah, let's get going. All right, guys, so it's 6:30 p.m. now. It's been about 12 hours since I shot these rims with the 2K clear coat. They turned out pretty good, you know. It's like I've been saying, it depends on how much you want to put into it. A paint booth definitely would have helped. Like I know I got debris from the ceiling, like I said. It came down on the rims. It's not too bad. I did make a pretty shitty mistake. You know, it was dry to the touch, so I lifted the rim up on its side because I wanted to have a look on the inside. And I smudged it. No big deal, but then I went and grabbed a friggin' shop towel and I tried to get it out and it was not dry. And I've got a decent little scratch right here. So I'm just gonna leave these things the hell alone, learn from my mistakes. If you're gonna shoot these with the 2K, like the temperature in here is a bit low, so I know they're not really curing as fast as they probably should. But I would leave these things for 24 hours, don't even look at them. You know what I mean? Other than that, I'm gonna show you some close-ups of the result. I think I'm going to sand and buff them maybe next year. I'm going to keep a nice thick layer of clear coat on for the winter. Like I've been saying, these are just dirty old winter rims that are going to get beat up anyhow. So I'm going to leave it thick. It's got the orange peel. We'll see how it looks on the truck. If you want to see how it looks on the Mercedes, you'll have to subscribe. I'm going to be making a whole bunch of video series on this 3-liter Mercedes. It's the GL350. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to go over a little bit of what I used. I think this project costed me about 150 bucks Canadian. The most of it was $70 worth of clear coat in 2 cans. You know, about 35 bucks each. I got a link in the description for those. I went with 4 cans of the Rustoleum 2x Ultra Cover, black gloss. It's the one that says here also bonds to plastic. Wood, metal, and plastic. So I used 4 of those, 2 of the clear coat, and then I also started, if you can recall, with this Flex Fill multi-purpose filler. So it's got a big Canadian flag. I don't know if you guys will find this in the States or not, but this worked good for me. It really did completely cover like all of the scratches on the actual rim. The only thing I couldn't cover up is those big divots I made with the flap disc, so which I didn't expect it to. Yeah, so 150 bucks in. I got the shiny black rims now, so we'll see how they hold up. If you guys want to follow up video, you have to subscribe. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.